I'm hunting this week with Backcountry Hunts near Carlsbad, New Mexico, going after my first Aoudad sheep. My guide and Aoudad expert on this trip is backcountry owner Steve Jones.
Been in the outfitting business now 24 years, so we've seen a lot of different people, but this is a new guy from California, Hollywood, movie star type people. It'll be interesting to see how this goes. I hear good things about him, so I'm looking forward to it.
We wasted no time getting out into the field. My first evening at camp, we headed into the desert to get a lay of the land, to help me get acclimated to the climate and potential shooting conditions, and hopefully to catch a glimpse of some prospects for tomorrow's hunt.
As far as gear goes, I just don't think you can beat a big pair of binoculars, good strong optics. You know, we're looking for animals here that are, you know, as far as a mile and a half away, trying to see what you're going to hunt and stalk. I think that's one of the most important things. Obviously, a really good flat shooting rifle is really important. Just practice. Shoot it at 250, 300 yards. Be ready to shoot those kind of distances.
Along with me on this hunt is my trusty Tikka T3 30-06, equipped with a nitric scope. I'm shooting the trophy-bonded tip bullet from Federal. In the 30-06 caliber, the bullet I'm going to be using is the 180 grain, and it travels at 2,700 feet per second.
This is African game, you've got to keep that in mind. These animals were introduced here from Africa. They're very strong, very durable. So you want to shoot a good, strong bullet, and that Federal ammunition, that 180, is an excellent bullet.
It's my first sheep hunt, and you know what? I've heard stories about Aoudad hunting, and but this was definitely rough and rugged terrain. This is definitely all open. There's thousands and thousands of acres here that they have to maneuver on.
There's three up. I see 1, 2. There's still one back over in the brush over here. That would make 6.
That's about the perfect distance right there.
There's still one back over here, and there's 2 going down. And there's 3 over here, that's 6 of them. That may be all of them right there.
Our first night of scouting was a success. Before darkness fell, we spotted a few nice rams, a good sign for the next day's hunt.
Steve, this base down here, this would be a good place for the Aoudads to hang out.
Yeah, they like this. It's kind of an escape area, kind of a bedding area. Not really, well, they get up in these bluffs up in here and lay right on those little benches. And there's more of a bench there than you realize. There might be some water right in here too. They'll take advantage of the water. If it's here, they'll use it, But these old big rams, they can go a long time without having to drink.
Coming from North Africa, that's very important.
That's right. That's another reason they've done so well in this desert country.
The Aoudad sheep, which is also known as the Barbary sheep, came to the United States via Morocco and the Sahara. They were introduced to the southwestern part of the United States, including Texas and California and New Mexico. Because of the arid climate they live in, the Aoudad are most active in the early morning and late afternoon, while resting in the heat of the day. Most of the water they need to survive is gathered by eating plants. When it's not too hot, Aoudad can be found moving throughout the day.
As far as hunting Barbary sheep or Aoudads, what I like about it is the type of terrain, the openness of the country. I think the spot and stalk is a lot of fun. I know a lot of people like to sit in tree stands and do all that. Well, this is a little different deal. This is a lot different, actually. Your spotting, your stalking, that's why good optics is absolutely a must. You get a chance to look your game over. It's not a very hurried situation a lot of times. Not saying that it can't be, but most of the time it's not. The spot and stalk is probably the best part of the hunt.
While getting to the base of a desert hill on one of our first stalks, our presence spooked a herd of Aoudad. They spotted us before we spotted them. After making a move to the other side of the hill, we were able to catch up to this herd and get a good look at them.
Midday though, they're out there, they're still out here. See, they don't feed like early in the morning, late at night only. They feed all throughout the day.
They'll feed all day long, yeah. It's real hot, they may lay up in the middle of the day, but you're liable to see them feeding right on the hot hillside, right in the middle of the day. So you can pretty much hunt all day long. There's always some laying up here and there, but there's always some standing up feeding too.
There's no shortage.
No, you couldn't find the big one, huh?
That's it. You use this as a vantage point quite a bit?
Yeah, we do. See real well from here. The sun's perfect in the morning. It just beams out across there perfect.
As my first day of desert sheep hunting draws to a close, I'm relieved to be hunting and learning from someone like Steve Jones. Steve has taught me the meaning of patience, especially when it comes to Aoudad hunting, where there's hundreds of sheep and choosing a shooter ram requires patience.
So what's your protocol today? What are we doing?
Well, we're going to try to get out today and find these sheep before gets too windy. It's supposed to start getting windy today, and so they're going to be back in some of these little side canyons out of the wind when it comes up and all that. So we're going to get back to glass.
All right.
Yeah, let's get out of this place.
After a quick bite to eat and a final cup of coffee, it was back to the desert in hopes of beating the warm and windy weather that's predicted for today.
See anything?
No. What we're going to do now is we're just going to kind of keep walking our way right around these tops right here. And just kind of keep looking back into these little canyons. You know, and right this time of day, as high as the sun is, it'll probably be laid up. It's pretty warm right now. So if we can catch one laid up, we'll have a good opportunity.
We spent much of the morning glassing, but we came up empty. Steve suggested we take a break in hopes that the weather would change a bit and cause more Aoudad movement. Steve chose a shady spot with some true historical significance.
These are pretty cool now. Before we talk about hunting, I'm kind of curious about these pictographs up here.
Yeah, this is just a real neat little spot. I mean, there's all kinds of, drawings up in here. I have no clue what they mean. Some of them look like turkey tracks. What looks like a lizard of some sort. And, just some markings of some kind. Just real different. Obviously, we are not the first hunters right here.
Yeah.
It's very unique. It's real neat just to think that, that people were sitting here, several hundred years ago, seeing what we're seeing.
A huge ranch, and getting out there, the weather was nice and warm at first, and it kind of got a little bit warmer. It's so important to have good optics, and every time it reaffirms to me that you have to have patience. I also learned that you have to train your eyes to be able to adapt and to see these things, because they blend in so well with their terrain that they look like they're behind a big bush, and I can't even see it there, but then you see like a nose or horn sticking out. And Steve gave me some great pointers on how to pick them out, looking for the curve of the horn, and you watch them behind these bushes.
Things are usually in straight lines, or, you don't see that flowing arch like you do naturally all the time. And a lot of times that's what'll catch your eye. You just, look under the tree, that gray brush up under that buck brush, look under that. Just little places in.
Sheep, when they're out there, they're in the hot day like this. This is hot, so they'll find some shade.
Most of the time, but you're liable to see them laying right out in the sun. Or feeding on a hot hillside. They're really kind of an odd. It's not like deer, or, mule deer or elk or whatever. We not only hunt Aoudad, of course, as you've seen here. We hunt Aoudad, mule deer, whitetail, elk, antelope, spring turkey. That's always a big fun hunt every year. So, we do have a wide range of hunts that we offer. We hunt private land as well as some draw hunts also in New Mexico. So, we have a wide variety of hunts, lots of opportunity. We hunt about 10 and a half months out of the year. We've been outfitting 24 years now. So, it won't be long until we're classified as old timers, I guess.
While we may not have an Aoudad on the ground yet, back at camp, some good food, good company, and good conversation lifted my spirits. After all, no one knows what tomorrow will bring.
We got up a little bit early, extra early, half hour earlier than we do. We went to a different section than we went the first 2 days, and this was called North Headquarters. And as I'm over here thinking I'm just sort of, useless in terms of, spotting these things, what do I see? I see two rams going up over the top of this ridge. Because Steve takes a look and goes, oh my God. So we ended up heading in that direction to try to find these guys.
And we were a long way out, but we had to keep an eye on them. And so we'd sneak up a little bit closer, take a look at 600-700 yards, move in a little bit closer, take another look, and take another look as we got closer.
So what we're trying to do is circle around them. We're downwind, which is excellent. And now we're going to get up on top here and see if we can glass them.
Well, we're getting closer anyway.
All right, what's the next piece of the puzzle?
Well, we're going to go over this little ridge right here and look back over and see where these sheep are laying at. And see what they're doing, you know, kind of get a feel for it.
Yeah. So we got up on top, looked down, and as we looked across, we realized that they were still darn near 600 yards across, and that was no shot that I was willing to make, or even attempt to make, or having even trained for making. Steve Jones is moving up ahead here. We're going to go up around the top of this ridge, drop back down, skirt along the base of this one, and then cut up on behind them. So this gets exciting now. Got my heart going here. What you have here is during the daytime with the sun up, when the sun moves across, this juniper creates a shadow here, and you see this bedding area here. This is where the sheep will bed down, lay in the shade, and keep cool during the hot part of the day. So, interesting facts that I'm learning about sheep hunting. It's my first sheep hunt, and I tell you, I was in Lake Tahoe last week at 10,700 feet, and I am so glad because I can breathe like a champ. Okay, right now we're on the top of the highest point, or highest peak here in this area. And we're on top of here, this is a cholla thicket. These are chollas. And these little yellow buttons here, I'll call it cholla buttons, and that's what the rams and the ewes like to eat. Right now the wind's still working in our favor. We're still downwind. The two rams are on the next ridge over. We're going to glass over to see if we can find them, ascertain where they are, and see if we can get over there and put one down. Well, we get down there, we make some moves, and we realize that one of them, the number two, as we named them number one, number two. Number one drops down deeper into the canyon. We can't see him anymore. Number two, he's far over there. He's about 400 yards across. And number two is definitely not a shooter. He's kind of a small fella. He's over there just eating, sleeping, getting up, walking, looking around. We decided to go ahead and push on through, forget him, and look for number one. And as we're moving around the corner, we get around, and all of a sudden, Steve just freezes up and stop. And I'm like, what the heck's going on? I thought he was right there. I froze up, got my rifle unslung, waited down, and he goes, with his eyes and with his very, very, very quiet voice, was telling me that the ram was just about 200 yards ahead of us on the far ridge, in front of us, the way we were headed. Here I am, I'm now trying to find him over on the far ridge, finally catch him up, and Steve is just going, okay, let me get up closer, I'm gonna take a look, and he goes, good one, we're going to take this one here, I want you to come up here. And he's giving me all these signals, and I'm like, is that a yes or a no, or a don't shoot or shoot him? And he finally looks at me like, and he tells me he's about 165 here. We can move a little bit closer, get to about 150 and take the shot. I'm going to get a little bit closer. Okay.
You can set out ranging.
Okay. Pull my bipod legs out, sit there, I can see him up there, and he's not even paying attention to us at first. He looks, stops, goes back to eating, and kind of move into position. What's the range?
150.
150?
Yeah, 150. Right. Watch the wind, I've got a strong wind to the right.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, get him now. Now.
Did he go down? I lost him.
Where'd he go? Man,
Oh, there he is. I can see him right now, okay?
one shot.
Man, I lost him. As soon as I squeezed the trigger, I lost him on the sight picture. He went right down, didn't he?
Yeah, perfect. I mean, he just rolled. Man.
Oh, there he is. Look at
The
that.
number right there. Right
Wow. My first sheep. So,
there. Let's gather our treasure up and go over
yes.
this.
So the Rams are all dads, and the ewes are all moms.
All moms. There you go.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
I think you named them that. Let's get over there and go do that.
Here he is. Come on, Mr. Jones. Get up here.
Outstanding, outstanding.
That's not too bad, huh?
No, that's great. Very good. Very good.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
So
Well,
he has some of that curl coming around here
yep. There you go.
that you're talking about.
There we are.
Now, how old is this? How old is this son of a gun? You reckon?
Oh, I'd say 4.5, 5.5, something like that.
And as he gets older, this curl will continue to curl around through here.
Yeah, he puts it on out here. Actually, he'll lose some of this on the end on his lamb tips and everything.
Huh.
As the years progress, he digs with that, and we'll wear those down even more. So he grows out here and starts putting on here. And
This gets more mass through here
Right.
as he gets older.
and grows right in here is what it does. See how you got the real soft. Feel that right there.
Oh, I
See
see
how
that. That's
soft
soft, yeah.
that is?
That's
They
not hard
can
at
roll-
all.
They can hang
So it's
on
like a split toe, so they can actually grip the sides of this rocks really well. This is where we separate the men from the boys. All right.
Well done. Very good. That was
Well,
a lot of fun.
That was an outstanding 3 days, and this today was just the pinnacle of it. I tell you what.
We got some wind coming, so. Well,
All right, let's get some work done here. All right.
I think we had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I think it was a good time.
Yep.
Had a lot of fun. Saw a lot of animals. Did some neat fun things. It's fun to just get out here and look.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't easy. I mean, we had to hunt hard. It was a tough hunt.
Did I perform okay?
Yeah, you did. You did a good job. We'll
No,
keep-
be honest.
we'll
Be
keep-
honest
we'll
with me.
keep it. We'll
Just
keep it.
because I'm
keep it.
I'm sitting here. I mean,
Yeah, well, I'll look away and no, you did a great job. You did a great
Will
job.
you miss me?
No.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Will you
we'll
miss
miss
me?
you. We'll miss you.
Hug.
No hugs. All right, I'll give
Hug.
just a little hug.
Some people see the desert as merely a wasteland with no beauty. But after spending the last 3 days in the New Mexico desert, I'll be the first to tell anyone the wonders of the desert. From the history to the game, this was a hunt I won't soon forget.